and the French-speaking Northern Cameroon. So they came together to become one country so long as each is autonomous. You know, just like Quebec in Canada, except that the French-speaking part of Cameroon, which is the majority, has been marginalizing the English-speaking part of Cameroon now for decades. Besides the fact that all the developments in Cameroon are happening in the French-speaking part of the country, they also want the English speakers to now start using French in school. They are sending them French-speaking teachers. Can you imagine that your teacher only speaks French? And also they are sending them French-speaking judges. Now that's messed up because the English law is different from the French law. So the English speakers got tired and decided that they are no longer interested in merging together to be one country because the North has refused to honor the agreements that they signed, especially since the same president has been in power for the last 35 years. I don't know why, but some Cameroonians are okay with that. Not all Cameroonians, by the way. In November of this year, it will be 36 years since Paul Biya became president. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, seriously? You mean the same man has been president since 1982? The devil is a liar. If you're 35 years old and you're watching this show, my brother and my sister, this one has been president since you were born. Okay, that's actually disturbing. Very disturbing. Some of you already have your own children, and the same man that has been president since you were born is still president. Now that's messed up. So since the English speakers started protesting more than a year ago, Paul Biya has sent soldiers to beat them up, to arrest them, to even shoot protesters. I told you guys how they invaded University of Buea and beat up students. I mean, this has been going on for more than a year now, maltreating people, and also a lot of their activists have been jailed. And also some of the southern Cameroonians have been retaliating. In fact, they've also killed some policemen, so they've also been retaliating. But what I don't understand is why Nigeria would arrest the activists that escaped to Nigeria. Even though we can never allow a president to be in power for 35 years in Nigeria, it's not really because our democracy is that strong. It's just that a lot of people are hungry for power in Nigeria. Amen, somebody. Now, at first, the Nigerian government denied arresting these people. For days, they denied it. I was like, if you would do something, you should be able to stand by it. I think it's a shame that the Nigerian government would deny it. Basically, the government lied. So the Nigerian government denied it for days. They said they did not arrest this activist from Cameroon. And then later on, they came out and said that it's true that they arrested these people, but they arrested them because they were causing trouble in a peaceful country of Cameroon. I'm like, say what? Because first of all, you just lied. Second of all, I'm like, peaceful? Like, what do you mean peaceful? Where have you been for the last 1 year? Cameroon has definitely not been peaceful. It has been anything but peaceful. And then they said that the protesters were training people in Nigeria to go and attack the Cameroonian government. And you know, my first question was, so is it these 10 people that you arrested that want to go and fight the government of Cameroon? Because I'm really confused. And if they are training an army, what is the evidence? Can you show us pictures or videos? And why arrest only 10 people if there is an army out there? You mean to say that you let them go? Sorry, my people, it's just that I find it hard to trust anything that the Nigerian government says, especially since they denied at first that they arrested those people, because they basically lied. What is it? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so some people are saying that they arrested 39 people. So some people said that they arrested 39 people. Okay, so but even that is not enough to face the army of a whole country. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But this same report that says 39 people says no weapon was found on them. So I'm a little confused. How are they training without weapons? And is it 39 people that will now go and face the army of Cameroon? You see, okay. So by the way, the Nigerian government and the Nigerian police also said that Cameroon is such a friendly country in that in their statements. And you know, that one cracked me up. It really cracked me up. I'm like, Cameroon is friendly when they are deporting Nigerians? Have you not heard that Cameroon is deporting Nigerians? Last year, Paul Biya deported 100,000 Nigerians. Forcefully, go and read the news. They deported Nigerians. And in 2016, there was a time that they deported 2,600 Nigerians. And don't forget that in 2015, they also deported 2,500 Nigerians from Cameroon. Cameroon is deporting you, Nigeria. But you are sitting there telling us that Paul Biya is friendly. I'm like, am I missing something? See, I don't understand. So why do we suck up to Cameroon? Oh, wait a minute. I know. You guys remember during the Civil War, some of you are too young, but during the Civil War in the 60s, Nigeria gave Cameroon the Bakassi Peninsula. That's an island that used to belong to Nigeria. We gave it to Cameroon so that Cameroon would block Biafrans from getting supplies from Cameroon. That happened under Gowon. So Cameroon cooperated with Nigeria and they blocked Biafrans at that time, preventing them from getting supplies through Cameroon. So we've been doing this for a long time. My guess is that Cameroon told Nigeria that it's payback time. You know, there are people that are trying to secede from Cameroon, so you need to hand them over. Me, I'm thinking that is what is happening. You know, the funny thing was that after giving the Bakassi Peninsula to Cameroon. Cameroon discovered oil, and then suddenly Nigeria wanted it back. Anyway, so now it's like they are trying to secure their security deal with Cameroon. Remember also that African governments in general, they don't want to support uprising in any other country, any other African country, because they know that it can happen as well in their own country, especially because many of them, they are not doing well. So right now, Nigeria will basically do whatever Cameroon wants, just in case Biafrans also decide to go to Cameroon. So it's all politics. It's all politics. And keep in mind, I'm not advocating for coup. I'm just saying that what happened in Nigeria with the way they arrested the Cameroonians, it's all politics. And at the same time, I can't help but to wonder why these activists will go to Nigeria. I mean, you know the history of Nigeria. I feel so bad that they went to Nigeria, because right now Nigeria is working with Paul Biya to return these activists back to Cameroon. And you guys know what will happen to them once they send them back to Cameroon. Amnesty International has condemned this. I mean, if you don't want these activists in Nigeria, why can't you just tell them to go to another country peacefully? But for God's sake, do not hand them over to the Cameroonian government. It's not fair. You know, I was really hoping that by now the government of Nigeria would even be the one telling Paul Biya to step down. Is 35 years not enough? And we act like we don't know what is happening in southern Cameroon. Well, instead of saying anything, the Nigerian government welcomed Paul Biya and his wife to Nigeria. Lastly, the Nigerian police is comparing the Cameroonian activists to the Biafrans in Nigeria. I'd like to know what you guys think about that. Cameroonians were two different countries that agreed to come together on a certain term, and now the term of the contract is no longer honored, which is why they wanted to go back to their separate ways. But Biafrans will tell you that they didn't even sign any contract to begin with. They never signed any agreements to be part of Nigeria. Well, not just the Biafrans. Nobody in Nigeria signed anything. So I'd like to know what you guys think about the Biafran issue and the issue in southern Cameroon. Please put your comment below, and in the meantime, I will keep updating you about what's happening with the activists that were arrested in Nigeria. And honestly, I wish the Nigerian government would just let these people go their way. And you know, if you don't want them in your country, that's fine, but you should not hand them over to the Cameroonian government. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Zimbabwe. So the former president, that is my Uncle Bob. I can't even believe that I'm saying this, that he's now the former president. You know, I have missed this man. A very wonderful man. The man was spotted last month in Singapore, leaving the hospital after a medical checkup. I was like, the devil is a liar. You mean it? That for the past 37 years that this man has been president, he did not build not one good hospital enough for him to have checkup checkup. You are telling me that common checkup they cannot do in Zimbabwe? No offense, by the way, to my Zimbabwean people. We are not better off in Nigeria. Our president goes to London, but we've never had a president that stayed for 37 years in Nigeria, which is what baffles me. If the man was there for 37, even if they were adding one brick every month, 37 years is enough to finish constructing one hospital. Don't you think so? You won't even know. You have no experience. Get out. It pains me that many of our presidents in Africa, when they refuse to build us good hospital in their one